Hello, welcome in. First couple people starting to log in and hop on. Ready to play some trivia tonight. Make sure I'll be able to see comments from everybody. I gotta change one setting. There we go. Now I should be good. Welcome in. We'll start right about 7:05. Make sure you got a pen and or a pencil or something to write with and a piece of paper. That'll be all you'll need. We will get things rolling here in just a little bit. Five rounds of trivia coming up. We'll start in a couple of minutes. We got 13 people watching across 2 Facebook pages and YouTube. Doesn't tell me how many on each place, but that's okay. Doesn't really matter to me either. As long as you're here, ready to have fun. Hey, Trevor. Melissa's not quite home yet. We'll join in as soon as she gets home. Sounds good. Drive careful, Melissa. Welcome in. We will get things rolling in just a couple of minutes. Hope you are doing well tonight. Get things rolling here. At about 7:05 usually is when we start. We have Boy Meets World tonight. We have got Elves, a picture round. We've got a ladder round and something else. Oh, before and after movie titles. I should really know. But welcome in. We will start in about 2 minutes. Show you the prize after the first round for tonight. Top 3 teams, top 3 scoring teams. So however many teams there are with those top 3 scores. Go on a wheel. We'll spin that wheel, see who's winning a prize tonight. Also, shameless plug, and I will plug it throughout the night. Next Friday night, free online Christmas trivia party right here, right wherever you're watching this. I'll be on all these same places next Friday night, 7 o'clock. I will still do the Thursday night game, which will be my normal game that I'm doing at the venues and that on Thursday. But on Friday night, it's all Christmas trivia, and it is questions I will not be asking at live events. So this will be the only place to play that game. Tons of prizes. I think I've got about 15 laid out on a table just the other side of me here. That'll be raffle prizes. So if you give that evening through Venmo or PayPal up there, every dollar you give will be an entry into the wheel. We'll see how many we get on the wheel and give away 15 prizes at the end of the night. Also, for those of you who are in the Kearney area, I will set up that Saturday somewhere, probably in the afternoon, to hand those off to you so that you get them right away. They're all Christmas-themed prizes, so I want to make sure I get them to you right away as well. I was in touch with Annie and Shannon earlier, who I know I owe prizes to. If you are someone not named Annie or Shannon and you think I owe you a prize, you probably are right. And just send me a private message and I will figure that out. Dotrees, I know I owe you down in Louisiana as well. But send me a message. We'll get it figured out. And if you're here in Kearney, I'm going to be in Kearney on Saturday afternoon for a little bit. So trying to set up some pickups on Saturday. If you're not in Kearney, I'll get them off in the mail to you. But let me know if I owe you something, because through the craziness of this fall, I know I've fallen behind on getting people things. So if you won on a Thursday night and I owe you something, shoot me a private message. We'll figure it out. All right, it's 5 after. Let's go ahead and get things rolling here. Let's go over the rules really quick first, just so everybody knows how this works. No Google, don't cheat. That's really what I'm saying. You write down your answers, and at the end of each round, I'll go over the questions again. Hopefully, I'll remember to do that tonight. I really flubbed that a number of times last week. We'll go over I'll go over all the questions. We can do any repeats too. After that, you'll score your own sheets, and then at the end of the night, you can send me either a picture of your answer sheet or even just your score. to me at either the Ask a Nebraskan, or if we're friends on Facebook, you can send it to me in a message. But you'll send either of those through Facebook Messenger so that I'm sure to get them. If you write them on the wall, I sometimes don't see them. Facebook doesn't always tell me those things. So that's how we'll work it. And again, top 3 teams will go on a wheel. We'll spin the wheel right here on the screen. You'll be able to see it. We'll find out who's winning what later tonight. Thank you in advance for anybody who wants to give me a donation and just say, hey, you like what I do here with the Ask a Nebraskan Trivia. The Venmo is at Jimthy. PayPal is jimthy@gmail.com, especially in this time when I'm not back in all my venues yet, and almost all of my Christmas parties have canceled. It's really helpful. So thank you. If you still want to book a Christmas party, lots of them are going virtual now, I know. Virtual trivia is a really good option. So let me know about that too. All that said, let's get going with some trivia here. We've got 5 rounds of trivia tonight. First 10 questions in each round are worth 1 point. The last question is a bonus question worth 2 points. The topics tonight are Boy Meets World, Elves, a picture round, ladder round, and before and after movie titles. So I'll explain those last 2 when we get to them, and then a confidence round, of course, to close out the night. All right, we are going to get going here with round number 1, which is all about the TV show Boy Meets World. Nothing to do with Girl Meets World. I don't want to call it the reboot, but when it came back, nothing with Girl Meets World. This is all about the original Boy Meets World. I'm going to switch my banner to my more Christmas themed and the shameless plug right there for the Christmas party next Friday night. It'll be in your face all night long. All right, Boy Meets World. Let's get going here. Question number 1. How many seasons were there of Boy Meets World? How many seasons were there of Boy Meets World? Banner rolling there. How many seasons were there? Get those words in the right order. Of Boy Meets World. Question number 2 tonight for you on Boy Meets World. In season number 1, what's the name of the nerdy character who has a crush on Topanga? Season number 1, what's the name of the nerdy character who has a crush on Topanga? Question number 2 again for Boy Meets World. In season 1, what's the name of the nerdy character who has a crush on Topanga? Question number 3 for Boy Meets World. What pro wrestler appeared as Frankie's father in an episode titled 16 Candles and 400-Pound Men? I think that's a great title for an episode. What pro wrestler appeared as Frankie's father in an episode titled 16 Candles and 400-Pound Men? Get my banner set up here forgot to do that for the rounds. Oh, wait, we got our little ticker across the bottom there. Question number 4 for Boy Meets World. What grade are Corey, Sean, and Topanga in during season 1? Is it 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, or 8th grade? Multiple choice for you. What grade are Corey, Sean, and Topanga in during season 1? 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th? Again, what grade are Corey, Sean, and Topanga in during season number 1? Excuse me. 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th? Question number 5 for Boy Meets World. Number 5, what city is the show based in? What city is the show based in? Number 6 for Boy Meets World. What is Mr. Feeney's first name? What is Mr. Feeney's first name? I almost just said it. I was going to say something about him, and I almost just said the answer. Wouldn't be the first time on here, right? What is Mr. Feeney's first name? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's safe and healthy. Let me know in the comments if you got any. I know nobody has big plans right now because it's just the way of the world. But if you got anything fun coming up, let me know in the comments. It'd be fun to know what people are doing to stay sane in this crazy, crazy time we're living in. Number 7, what is the name of the burger place that Corey and the gang usually hang out at? What's the name of the burger place? What is the name of the burger place that Corey and the gang usually hang out at? What is the name of the burger place Corey and the gang hang out on Boy Meets World? Number 8 for Boy Meets World. In the episode Class Pre-Union, what famous baseball player visited the Matthews home? In the episode Class Pre-Union, what famous baseball player visited the Matthews home? Number 9 for Boy Meets World. Where do Corey and Topanga go on their honeymoon? Where did Corey and Topanga go on their honeymoon? Where do Corey and Topanga go on their honeymoon? Spoiler alert, they get married. Sorry to ruin that for anybody who hasn't gotten through season whatever number that is. I would think towards the end. Number 10, back in season 1, what does Corey lose when he goes scuba diving? Keep your minds out of the gutter. People had a very evil snicker last night when I asked this at McHugh's. In season 1, what does Corey lose when he goes scuba diving? Excuse me. Frog in my throat tonight. And question number 11, the bonus question. What are the first names of Corey's parents? This is one where you can get 1 point if you got one right and miss the other one. What are the first names of Corey's parents? 2 points if you get them both right. All right, I'm going to run through those 11 questions for you again. Here we go, Boy Meets World, repeating those 11 questions for you in case you needed them again. Question number 1, how many seasons were there of Boy Meets World? My hint last night was, it's a number. That's a Bert Hapley hint if I've ever heard one. How many seasons were there of Boy Meets World? Number 2, in season 1, what's the name of the nerdy character who has a crush on Topanga? Again, just running through all of these on repeat for you. Number 3, what pro wrestler appeared as Frankie's father in an episode titled 16 Candles and 400-Pound Men? Number 4, what grade are Corey, Sean, and Topanga in during season 1? Is it 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th? Number 5, what city is the show based in? Number 6, what's Mr. Feeney's first name? Number 7, what's the name of the burger place that Corey and the gang usually hang out at? Number 8, in the episode Class Pre-Union, what famous baseball player visited the Matthews home? Number 9, where do Corey and Topanga go on their honeymoon? Number 10, in season 1, what does Corey lose when he goes scuba diving? And the bonus question, what am I doing? Bonus question, click the wrong thing. Number 11, what are the first names of Corey's parents? All right, so you're writing those down. Let me know in the comments if you need any of those repeated. Stop sharing that screen for a quick second. Remember, next week on Friday, again, that free online Christmas trivia party right here, wherever you're watching this. On my page, on Ask a Nebraskan, my Ask a Nebraskan page as well, on YouTube. I will be on all 3. Invite your friends, anybody who hasn't played before. It'd be a great night to have them come and play. Again, we'll do raffles. Every $1 you give that night, just that night, we'll get you in a raffle for a whole bunch of prizes that night. We'll still do the top 3 teams on the wheel thing for a prize as well. I think you'll like that prize. I think it's kind of fun anyways. But tonight, top 3 prizes are going on the wheel, and you're getting another Christmas cup. We gave away an Elf cup last week that Shannon's going to get this weekend. But this one says Fragile, and then has the rest of the quote. And it's got the guy from A Christmas Story, and it's a major award with the leg lamp. So the leg lamp cup is going to the top, one of the top 3 teams tonight. Top 3 scoring teams go on a wheel, and we will see who those are. Here at the end of the night, somebody's getting a major award, in fact, tonight in a cup. All right, not seeing any comments of anybody who needs repeats. Thank you. Saw a tip roll in. Appreciate that. Again, anybody who wants to continue to support what I'm doing, it's right there above my head. Venmo's at JimThee, PayPal, jimthee@gmail.com. I really do appreciate it. December, usually I have about a 2-week span where I'm not home any night because I'm doing all parties and my normal venues. And that is not the case this December. It is pretty dry. So really do appreciate that support from you guys. So thank you so much for that. All right, let's start going over some answers for Boy Meets World. Get to the right spot here. There we go. Boy Meets World answers. Remember, 1 point for each of the first 10 questions. 2 points potentially on that last question. Justin says, Fragile. You could win that major award tonight if you're one of the top 3 teams, top 3 scorers. All right, here we go with the answers. If my mouse will cooperate. Number 1, how many seasons were there of Boy Meets World? There are 7 seasons of Boy Meets World. 7. Question number 2, in season 1, what's the name of the nerdy character who has a crush on Topanga, Minkus, or Stuart? Stuart Minkus is his name. So either way, if you had Stuart or Minkus, or you had Stuart Minkus, all of those would be acceptable. Minkus. Number 3, what pro wrestler appeared as Frankie's father in an episode titled 16 Candles and 400-Pound Men? Vader. Big Van Vader. Vader would be that answer. Number 4, what grade are Corey, Sean, and Topanga in during season 1? Is it 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th? They are in 6th grade at the start of season 1, or during season 1. 6th grade. Number 5, what city is the show based in? It is based in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Philadelphia. Get some cheesesteaks. Number 6, what is Mr. Feeney's first name? George. George Feeney. Excuse me. Number 7, what's the name of the burger place that Corey and the gang usually hang out at? It is called Chubby's. Chubby's Burgers. Chubby's Diner, Chubby's something, Chubby's. Number 8, in the episode Class Pre-Union, what famous baseball player visited the Matthews home? It's Jim Abbott, one-armed pitcher, one-handed pitcher, I guess. He had part of the other arm, one-handed pitcher, pitched for a number of different teams. Might have pitched for the Phillies. Don't know. Would have to think about it. Would make sense, though, since they're in Philadelphia. Number 9, where do Corey and Topanga go on their honeymoon? They go to Hawaii. Hawaii, same place my wife and I got to go on our honeymoon, and it was awesome. Very, very cool place. Number 10, in season 1, what does Corey lose? When he goes scuba diving, he loses a necklace. A necklace. And number 11, what are the first names of Corey's parents? They are Alan and Amy Matthews. Alan and Amy. So if you had one of those right, give yourself 1 point. Both those right, give yourself the 2 points. All right. Let me know in the comments if you need any of those answers repeated again. Otherwise, we'll move into our picture round with Elves here in just a moment. Brandon wants to know, will I accept Leon White for number 3? Yeah, that's Vader's real name. Yeah, that's fine. You were just proving how smart you were, weren't you, Brandon? For those of you looking for a live venue to play at, I'll be back at Lost Way Brewery on Monday. It looks like bars are going to stay open for at least a little while longer. Our hospitalizations are going down a little bit in the state, which is good. Unfortunately, our deaths are going up, which is not the way you want the hospitalizations to go down. Melissa, we are sad you missed that round 2. All right. So let me know if you need those answers repeated. All right. Not seeing any answers need repeated. So we are going to hop into Elves. Elves, a picture round here. Thank you for the tips as well through Venmo and PayPal. You guys are awesome. You're the best. All right. So Elves, a picture round. You're going to name the movie that the elf appears in. Again, remember, you're writing these answers down. Don't put them in the comments. Nobody's done that tonight, so thank you very much. Appreciate that. Remember that week, like 2 months ago, or a month and a half ago, when had some crazy person who just kept typing answers, and when I asked him not to, said, No, that's okay. I'll type them here. It's okay. Goodbye. They were no longer here. All right. So we're going to be writing these down. We know that. Elves, you're going to name the movie again that the elf appears in. These are all movies, no TV shows. I thought about using TV shows, and these are all Christmas elves. I did not go down the Lord of the Rings rabbit hole or other movies like that. Thought about it, but decided against it. Wanted to have a little holiday fun. Here we go. Number one, where is this elf from? What movie? Number one, what movie is that elf from? Number two. Number two. Oh, gotta change my banner down there. There we go. Elves picture round. Nobody yelled at me. You guys didn't catch me. Forgot to change the little scroll down there. Number two. What movie is this elf from? How about number three? Where's this elf from? Number three. Number three. How about number four? Number four. Number four. How about number five? Number five. What movie is this elf from? Number five. What movie is that? How about number six? Number six. We're going to be flying through these rounds tonight. Number six. Realize I have at least one friend who likes to listen to these the next day. And when I do picture rounds, that's got to be incredibly annoying if he just wants to listen. So, Matt, if you're listening to this tomorrow, sorry, buddy. When there's just dead air time and number six, what is this? It's probably not as much fun to listen to in the background while you're doing work or whatnot. About number 7. Number 7. What movie is that elf from? Number 7. How about number 8? Number 8. There we go. Movie is that elf from? Number 8. Number 8. How about number 9 tonight? Number 9 for the elves. Where is that elf? What movie is that elf from? Number 9. What movie is that elf from? Number 10. Number 10. Again, you're just writing down the movie the elf is from. Don't need the character name or anything like that. Just the movie. And number 11, 2 points for this one. Where are these elves from? What movie are these elves from? All right. Let me run over those one more time for you. Hey, let's not go over the answers to Boy Meets World, though. Goodness gracious. All right, there we go. Sometimes these slides don't tell me anything when I look at it. Number 1, we'll go over all 11 of these again for you on, I guess, repeat for lack of a better word, reviewing. Number 2. Number 3. And just running over these one more time for you. Number 4. Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Number 9. Again, write down where these elves are from, what movie are each of these elves from. Number 10. Mindy, yep, I'll show number 3 again here right in just a minute when I finish these up. Thank you for putting that in the comments, though, so that I know where to head. And number 11. All right, I think that's going to be, yep, number 3. Number 3 again for Mindy there. Did math right that time. All right, anybody else need any repeats or shown again? Let me know. Otherwise, we'll go over answers here in just a minute. Stop that again just for a second. Again, don't forget, shameless plug-in, that online Christmas trivia party next Friday night. Right here, wherever you're watching me. 7 o'clock Central, free to play. Raffle prizes. You don't have to enter those, so it's free to play. And if you're in the top 3 teams, you might win a prize anyways. But give you a chance to win a whole bunch of different Christmas things. I got a bunch of movies. I got a bunch of kind of novelty stuff. I've got some glasses. All sorts of different fun stuff. So that's next Friday night, 7 o'clock right here. I will still be doing the Thursday night game. That will not be Christmas themed, but I will still be doing that that Thursday night game and then Friday as well. So 2 nights online next week. Pick which one you want to play or come play both. There'll be different games, so come and play both and come and have some fun. And maybe you'll win some prizes. Like I said, lots of prizes to give away in a raffle that evening. Chance to have some fun together, and we'll do ugly Christmas sweaters. So if you wear your ugly Christmas sweater and take a selfie and send it to me, I'll probably pick the best one or the ugliest sweater and award some bonus points, maybe even a spot on the raffle wheel. We'll see how that all pans out. But yeah, it'll be fun. All right, not seeing any other needs for repeats. Let me get this forward to the answers. Here we go. Oh, I thought I had one further. You guys have seen that enough. I don't need to shamelessly plug it anymore. Make you mad and you won't want to come. Question number 1, or elf number 1, I should say, is from Elf. It's the elf. It's an elf from Elf, not the elf, not Buddy the Elf. Number 1, Elf. Number 2, that elf is from Home Alone. Home Alone. Number 3 is Jingle All the Way. Melissa wanted to know, are we still doing Ugly Sweater Night next Friday? Yes, next Friday, that Christmas party, the online trivia Christmas party, that is Ugly Sweater Night. We'll get you some bonus points if you have the ugliest sweater. Number 4 for Elves. Number 4, Santa Claus the Movie. Santa Claus the Movie, back from 85, I think, was one of the first movies I ever saw in a movie theater. Wasn't the first. That was Return of the Jedi. But it was one of the first ones. I was super excited because there was a movie about Santa Claus. I got to go see it and learn all about Santa Claus. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So there's some nostalgia to that movie for me. It's free on the Roku channel right now. I'm gonna watch it at some point here. Number 5 probably doesn't hold up very well. Miracle on 34th Street. This is the newer version of Miracle on 34th Street. Number 5. Number 6 is An Elf from the Polar Express, voiced by Steven Tyler, that elf in particular. Number 7, that of course is the elf from A Christmas Story when they go to see Santa. Christmas Story, the movie where your prize is tonight. Your major award is coming from that movie. Number 8 is an elf, oh boy, from Bad Santa. Bad Santa. Number 9, I think a lot of people got this one. That is Bernard from the Santa Claus, and maybe the Santa Claus 2 and 3, I think, as well. But the Santa Claus, any number of the Santa Claus movies you could put there, you'd be fine. Number 10, that is Fred Claus from Fred Claus, Santa's brother. And number 11, somebody last night thought this was Prep and Landing, which I thought about using, but it's actually a made-for-TV movie, so I didn't want to get crossed on things, so I didn't use them. These guys are from The Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians, a movie I have never seen, but I'm interested to see. All right, so let me know if you need any answers repeated on those. Thank you for any tips rolling in through PayPal and Venmo. Info right there above my head. At Jim Thea Venmo. PayPal is jimthea@gmail.com. Thank you if you're able to, and if you're not able to, don't worry about it. I'm just glad you're here playing trivia. Just want to make that available. People have asked me to make sure that I make that available. So there it be. All right, let me know if you need any repeats on those. Otherwise, we will head into round number 3, the ladder round. If you haven't played that before, my ladder rounds, I will explain how those run. It's pretty easy. Pretty simple, but we'll go over that in just a minute. I should say too, and I said this last week and I'll say it again, if you want to enter, if you're going to play next Friday night and you want to get in on the raffles, but you don't use Venmo or PayPal, send me a message, let me know that. We'll work something out. If you use a different app, I do have Cash App, and I know Facebook Pay is a thing, or somebody wants to drop money, we can do a pickup. Sounds like we're dealing something, pick up some cash. You want to drop a check in the mail, we can figure it out. If you want to get involved in the raffles and you don't use Venmo or PayPal, let me know. We'll work it out. Happy to do that. So just let me know. No purchase necessary. All right. And again, if anybody's still looking for a Christmas party idea, virtual trivia, I do have a couple of them booked. Not nearly the number of normal Christmas parties I have, but a couple of them booked. So I'm happy to do that. We can do it on Zoom. Works pretty well. Or we can do it some other ways too, but Zoom usually works pretty well. Everybody kind of knows Zoom now. I should have bought stock in Zoom in about January. Probably would have been a great idea. All right, let me check or change my ticker down there on the bottom, the scroll. There we go. Round number 3, the ladder round. So here's how this works. Each answer is going to contain one word from the previous answer. So the example I usually give is if the answer to the first question is the movie Free Willy, then the second question, the answer might be Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And the third question then, using one word from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to move forward, might be CNC Music Factory. Or it might be Willie Nelson, even though the spelling on that's a little different. I probably wouldn't do that. The same word can move forward more than once. It doesn't have to be the same word. It can be any word in that answer before it. Could be first word, last word, middle, something in the middle. Doesn't matter. Any word. Each answer has one word that moves forward into the next answer. Clear as mud? Good. You guys will pick up on it. I have no doubt. All right, here we go with round number 3. Number 1 for round number 3 in online slang. What does DYK stand for? In online or text slang, what does DYK stand for? Number one again, in online slang, what does DYK stand for? So number two, remember one of your words from the answer to number one is going to move forward into the answer here to question number two. What Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics "Guilty as Charged"? What Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics "Guilty as Charged"? Number two, what Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics "Guilty as Charged"? Question number three, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? And remember one word from your previous answer, going to move forward into this answer. Number three, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? Number three, again, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? Number four, what 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? Number four, what 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? Again, one word from the previous answer moves forward into this answer. What 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? Number five, what stop motion sketch comedy TV series, easy enough for me to say, on Adult Swim features an intro with a mad scientist? What stop motion sketch comedy TV series on Adult Swim features an intro with a mad scientist? What stop motion sketch comedy TV series on Adult Swim features an intro with a mad scientist? Again, one word from this answer, going to move forward into the answer for question number six. What literary character is famous for screaming, "Help, help, the sky is falling"? What literary character is famous for screaming, "Help, help, the sky is falling"? Number six. What literary character is famous for screaming, "Help, help, the sky is falling"? How about number seven in the ladder round? Remember, one answer moving forward from your last answer into this one. Dolly Parton starred in a comedy musical about a brothel in 1982. What is the name of it? Dolly Parton starred in what comedy musical about a brothel in 1982? Number 7, Dolly Parton starred in what comedy musical about a brothel in 1982? Number 8 in the ladder round. Again, one word from your answer previously moves forward into this answer. Number 8. What song by Joe Esposito was prominent in scenes from The Karate Kid? What song by Joe Esposito was prominent in scenes from The Karate Kid? Melissa loves Dolly Parton, so she probably got that question right. I had a misprint on there when I did this live last night at McHugh's, local tavern here, or local tap room in Kearney, and I had 1992, and I immediately knew it was wrong when I saw it. I joked that as far as I know, they didn't make another movie like that. Number 8 again. What song by Joe Esposito was prominent in scenes from The Karate Kid? Moving one word from that answer forward to your answer to number 9. What retail store was founded by Richard M. Schultz in Minnesota in 1966? In Minnesota. What retail store was founded by Richard M. Schultz in Minnesota in 1966? Thank you for those tips rolling in from Venmo and PayPal. Ooh, wait, over there. There we go. Up that way. I just forget. I got to go opposite ways. Cameras move, switch things. Venmo and PayPal info is up there for those looking for that. Thank you. Number 10, one word again, moving forward. You got it now. Number 10, what 3-word agricultural phrase means to die? Now, when I say agricultural phrase, I mean that the phrase relates to agriculture. It's not a phrase that's necessarily used in agriculture, meaning to die or anything like that. But there's a tie in the phrase to ag. So don't get hung up on it. That's all I'm saying. Don't get hung up on it. What 3-word agricultural phrase means to die? What 3-word agricultural phrase means to die? And again, don't get so hung up on agricultural. There is a word in the phrase that ties to ag. Feel like saying don't get so tied up in an agricultural thing when I live in Nebraska and many of you playing are in Nebraska is probably a dangerous thing to say. And number 11, the bonus question, 2 points for this one if you get it right. What social media based simulation video game was released on June 19th, 2009 by Zynga? What social media based simulation video game was released on June 19th, 2009 by Zynga? Not Bazinga, not from Big Bang Theory, not a Sheldon quote, by Zynga. All right. See there, that is slide 73. Oh, hey, look, question number 1 shows up. There we go. We'll go over all 11 of those questions again for you on a repeat. Number 1, in online or text slang, what does DYK stand for? Oh, that was quick. Number 2, What Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics "Guilty as Charged"? What Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics "Guilty as Charged"? Number 3, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? And remember, on each of these, one word from your answer is going to move forward into the answer to the next question. Number 3, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? Number 4, what 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? What 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? What 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? Number 5, sorry, I'm just doing these on repeat. That was a really long pause. What stop motion sketch comedy TV series on Adult Swim features an intro with a mad scientist? Number 5. Number 6, what literary character is famous for screaming, "Help, help, the sky is falling"? Help, help, the sky is falling. What literary character is famous for screaming that? Number 7, Dolly Parton starred in what comedy musical about a brothel in 1982? Number 8, what song by Joe Esposito was prominent in scenes from The Karate Kid? Number 9, what retail store was founded by Richard M. Schultz in Minnesota in 1966? Number 10, what 3-word agricultural phrase means to die? And number 11, the bonus, what social media based simulation video game was released on June 19th, 2009 by Zynga? All right, let me know if you need any repeats after those 11 there in the comments. Hello. Remember, top 3 scoring teams tonight going on the wheel can win a cup with a major award. It's right there. It's a major award. Fragile. Little Christmas cup. Use it as a white elephant gift. You can use it, drink from it, whatever you want to do. Have your Christmas eggnog in it if you want. That'd be a lot of eggnog, but thank you. Thank you. So another tip roll in. You guys are awesome. All right. Let me know in those comments if you need any repeats. Otherwise, start going over the answers here in a minute. All right. Not seeing any repeat needs in the comments. So get this shared back up there and we will start going over these answers for the ladder round. Remember, one word from each answer is going to move forward into that answer for the next question. So number 1, in online or text slang, what does DYK stand for? Did you know? Did you know? Number 2, what Dave Matthews Band song has the lyrics, "Guilty as charged, I did it"? I did it. I probably heard that song. I honestly don't know it by its name, though. No idea. Number 3, Margot Robbie plays a figure skater in what 2017 film? It's I, Tanya. So I moves forward there. I, Tanya, about Tanya Harding and her life and being a part of clubbing Nancy Kerrigan and all that fun stuff. Question number 4, what 2004 movie starred Will Smith as a technophobic cop? The I moves forward again here. That's why I made sure to tell you that it could. I, Robot. I, Robot. Thank you. Thank you. So another tip roll in there while I was giving answers. Must have been good answers. Number 5, what stop motion sketch comedy TV series on Adult Swim features an intro with a mad scientist that is Robot Chicken? Seth Green, I think, created that, Robot Chicken, or is one of the creators. Number 6, what literary character is famous for screaming, "Help, help, the sky is falling"? Chicken Little, of course, is that literary character, portrayed in a okay Disney movie. Number 7, Dolly Parton starred in what comedy musical about a brothel in 1982? That's Best Little Whorehouse in Texas. They definitely did not make another one in 92, which was what I originally had on the slide last night. Number 8, what song by Joe Esposito was prominent in scenes from The Karate Kid? You're the Best. You're the Best. Which is what I tell you guys each and every week here at Trivia. You are the best. But I'm not going to sing that Joe Esposito song. Number 9, what retail store was founded by Richard M. Schultz in Minnesota in 1966? Best Buy. Best Buy. I had no idea Best Buy was around in the 60s. No clue. Number 10, what 3-word agricultural phrase means to die by the farm? By the farm. If they say somebody has bought the farm, it means they have died. And number 11, what social media-based simulation video game was released on June 19th, 2009 by Zynga? That, of course, is Farmville. Farmville. A lot of you probably played that on Facebook. I will admit, I did. I had a farm. Had to go do those crops, harvest those crops. It was kind of a little bit crazy game, but I don't know. It was fun for a little while. I don't even know if it's still a thing. Probably not. Let me know if you need any of those answers repeated. Excuse me, on the latter round. If not, we'll move into before and after movie titles here in just a moment. Again, Christmas Party. There it is over there. Next Friday night, ugly sweaters, Christmas themed trivia. Hopefully I'll have a little bit more Christmas stuff around me here on the screen is my plan. I got to design some of that stuff for the screen. But I went a little Christmas color tonight with the Christmas plug over there. Have some more Christmas stuff. Maybe I'll have a Christmas background. I got to work on getting a green sheet behind me. That navy blue just did not work. And my problem earlier today, frankly, I had the navy blue still up behind me. And this shirt is black. And so black on navy blue made it look like I just had a floating head on my video meetings today. So I took down the backdrop. Melissa liked that round. Thank you, Melissa. We do those. I like writing those rounds. That was not what I wrote. That was from a friend of mine. But I like writing those rounds too. I started to write one actually for this week, and I worked myself into a corner and then ran out of time. So snagged one real quick from a friend of mine who writes them as well. Justin got a perfect round that time. Nice job, Justin. See if you get a perfect round on this next round. I think this next round is probably the easiest round I had tonight. But we all know how that goes sometimes. So, all right, no answers need repeated. So we will head into before and after movie titles. So if you've ever watched Wheel of Fortune, they do some before and after puzzles where they give you 2 clues and there's a word in the middle that combines them. And this is all movie titles. So if you think about it this way, if I said a Will Ferrell college movie and a Billy Bob Thornton movie about degenerates, Old School would be the Will Ferrell college movie, and School for Scoundrels is a Billy Bob Thornton movie about learning how to be a jerk. So your answer would be Old School for Scoundrels if that were the two clues. Hopefully that makes sense. So you need to get both movies right to get the point. There's no half points or anything like that. On the bonus, there's actually 3 movies you have to get. You got to get all 3 right to get the 2 points. There's no 1 point option on this. It's Christmas. I'm in a giving mood, but not that giving. And I think this is a little bit of an easier round tonight. But we'll see. Maybe you won't. Maybe you will hate this round. But it's a lot of fun. I think it's fun. And some of the titles that actually get made out of this, like Old School for Scoundrels, in my example, are kind of fun too. So here we go with before and after movie titles. Number 1, Scott Lang Gets Small, and Henry Cavill fights for truth, justice, and the American way. Cavill, I can't remember how you say his last name. Scott Lang Gets Small, and Henry Cavill fights for truth, justice, and the American way. Apologies to Mr. Cavill if that's not how you pronounce his last name, especially since I just called him Mr. that. You're writing down one answer that has both those movie titles, if that makes sense. If you just jot down both movie titles, you'll get it. And it's okay if the word gets repeated. Because I'm not seeing your answer sheet anyways, so you'll be the judge of that. Number 1, Scott Lang Gets Small, and Henry Cavill fights for truth, justice, and the American way. Number 2, Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. Number 3 for before and after movie titles. A family adopts a pet mouse, and a family travels across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. A family adopts a pet mouse, and a family travels across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. Number 3, a family adopts a pet mouse, and a family travels across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. Number 4 for before and after movie titles. Cyrus the Virus hijacks a plane, and a golden retriever shoots hoops. Cyrus the Virus hijacks a plane, and a golden retriever shoots hoops. Number 4, Cyrus the Virus hijacks a plane, and a golden retriever shoots hoops. Number 5, Katherine Heigl gets pregnant after a one-night stand, and George Clooney flies around and fires people. Katherine Heigl gets pregnant after a one-night stand, and George Clooney flies around and fires people. Number 5 again, Katherine Heigl gets pregnant after a one-night stand, and George Clooney flies around and fires people. Number 6, Adam Sandler looks after a 5-year-old, and Eddie Murphy looks after a lot of toddlers. Adam Sandler looks after a 5-year-old, and Eddie Murphy looks after a lot of toddlers. Number 6, Adam Sandler looks after a 5-year-old, and Eddie Murphy looks after a lot of toddlers. Number 7, 4 New York women move from television to the big screen to learn about marriage, and 3 New York men go west to regain their masculinity. Number 7 again, 4 New York women move to television from television to the big screen, to learn about marriage, and 3 New York men go west to regain their masculinity. Putting down those movie titles, smashing them together into one answer. There should be a word in the middle that connects them. Four New York women move from television to the big screen to learn about marriage. 3 New York men go west to regain their masculinity. Number 8, a software engineer. Oops, forgot to update my little scroll. Number 8, a software engineer grows tired of his mundane career, and Michael Jordan gets pulled through a golf hole. A software engineer grows tired of his mundane career, and Michael Jordan gets pulled through a golf hole. Number 9, for before and after movie titles, Cameron Diaz uses hair gel, and the Banks family gets a new nanny. Cameron Diaz uses hair gel, and the Banks family gets a new nanny. Number 9 again, Cameron Diaz uses hair gel, and the Banks family gets a new nanny. Number 10, Brendan Fraser is raised by a gorilla, and Tim Allen learns he has an estranged Amazonian son. Brendan Fraser is raised by a gorilla, and Tim Allen learns he has an estranged Amazonian son. And number 11, the bonus question, 2 points. Remember, you got to get all 3 of these movies to get it. The third in a film series about a team of mutants. You got to use the full title to make this work. The third in a film series about a team of mutants, and a group of young boys find a dead body, and Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey fight for the affection of Renee Zellweger. I did not have a typo on that. The third in a film series about a team of mutants, and a group of young boys find a dead body, and Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey fight for the affection of Renee Zellweger. Let me know. Oh, no, let me repeat those first. I almost forgot again. All right. Here we go. We'll run through those again on repeat for you. Number 1, Scott Lang gets small, and Henry Cavill fights for truth, justice, and the American way. Number 2, Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. Number 3, for before and after movie titles, a family adopts a pet mouse, and a family travels across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. Number 4, Cyrus the Virus hijacks a plane, and a golden retriever shoots hoops. Number 5, Katherine Heigl gets pregnant after a one-night stand, and George Clooney flies around and fires people. Number 6, Adam Sandler looks after a 5-year-old, and Eddie Murphy looks after a lot of toddlers. Number 7, 4 New York women move from television to the big screen to learn about marriage. And 3 New York men go west to regain their masculinity. Easy enough for me to say. It's just water, I swear. Number 8, a software engineer grows tired of his mundane career, and Michael Jordan gets pulled through a golf hole. Number 9, Cameron Diaz uses hair gel, and the Banks family gets a new nanny. Number 10, Brendan Fraser is raised by a gorilla, and Tim Allen learns he has an estranged Amazonian son. And the 2-point bonus, again, you got to get all 3 of these for number 11, the third in a film series about a team of mutants, and a group of young boys find a dead body, and Jim Carrey and Jim Carrey fight for the affection of Renee Zellweger. All right, let me know in the comments if you need any of those repeated for round number 4, before and after movie titles. Otherwise, we'll go over the answers, and then we will head into the confidence round and find out who is going to be in the top 3 tonight and get a chance to win this major award cup. It's, I don't know, probably a 16 or 20 ounce cup. Would hold a lot of eggnog. I'm not a big eggnog fan. Let me know in the comments. You a big eggnog fan? I'm not. I'll drink like a little bit of it, but after that, not an eggnog fan. So let me know in the comments. So I'm always curious about, for some reason, that eggnog seems to be something either people love or hate. Melissa loved that round too. Good. Having fun with it then tonight. That's what we want, Melissa. The whole point is to have fun. Don't use Google and have fun. Those are the rules. Pretty much. Trish loves eggnog. Brandon says no eggnog for me, thanks. Brandon, I was going to bring you a gallon when I come to Steeple in a couple of weeks here. Or in about a week, actually. Melissa says to eggnog. All right, not seeing any repeat needs on the comments. So we will go over these answers. Like I said, some of these answers are kind of fun. Oh, Justin needs number 2 before I go over answers. Number 2. All right. Let's do it this way. Justin, here you go with number 2. Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. There's number 2 again for you, Justin. I went into the answer slides to get that up quicker for you, so got to pull the screen back before I reset it. I don't want to give you answers before I give you answers. That's crazy. All right, no other repeats looks like we need, so we'll go over those answers here for before and after movie titles. Here we go with answers. Number 1, Scott Lang gets small and Henry Cavill fights for truth, justice, and the American way. Ant-Man of Steel. Ant-Man of Steel. Number 2, Martin Lawrence plays an FBI agent in a fat suit, and a group of teens get stranded in a bizarro Madame Tussauds. That is Big Mama's House of Wax. Big Mama's House is the Martin Lawrence movie, and House of Wax is the bizarro Madame Tussauds movie. Part of me thinks that's a Rob Zombie movie, but I'm not 100% sure without looking it up. Might be thinking of House of a Thousand Corpses, but... Number 3, a family adopts a pet mouse, and a family travels across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. Stuart Little Miss Sunshine. Stuart Little, of course, about the mouse, and Little Miss Sunshine, a completely boring movie about traveling across the country so their daughter can compete in a beauty pageant. Apologies if you like Little Miss Sunshine. I was bored to tears. And I like Steve Carell. Number 4, Cyrus the Virus hijacks a plane and a golden retriever shoots hoops. Con Air Bud. Con Air Bud. Number 5, Katherine Heigl gets pregnant after a one-night stand and George Clooney flies around and fires people. Knocked Up in the Air. That sounds like a different kind of movie. Knocked Up in the Air. Number 6, Adam Sandler looks after a 5-year-old and Eddie Murphy looks after a lot of toddlers. Big Daddy Daycare. Big Daddy, of course, the Adam Sandler movie, and Daddy Daycare, the Eddie Murphy movie. He made a sequel with Cuba Gooding Jr., I think, took over that role, or the lead role. I don't know if it's the same character. I never have seen the second one. For Daddy Daycare, that is. Number 7, I almost said 6 again. Number 7, 4 New York women move from television to the big screen to learn about marriage, and 3 New York men go west to regain their masculinity. Sex and the City Slickers. Sex and the City Slickers. Number 8, a software engineer grows tired of his mundane career, and Michael Jordan gets pulled through a golf hole. Office Space Jam. That sounds like a fun movie. Office Space, great movie. Space Jam, great movie. Jam them together. Can be nothing but a great movie. Number 9, Cameron Diaz uses hair gel, and the Banks family gets a new nanny. There's something about Mary Poppins is the answer there. There's something about Mary Poppins. It's a fun title. Sounds like an expose documentary that they would do like 20 years later. There's something about Mary Poppins. Number 10, Brendan Fraser is raised by a gorilla, and Tim Allen learns he has an estranged Amazonian son. George of the Jungle to Jungle. George of the Jungle, the Brendan Fraser movie, and Jungle to Jungle, the Tim Allen movie. I wouldn't have gotten the second part of that, or I really would have had to think about that. George of the Jungle, I would have had, I forget about Jungle to Jungle. And the 2-point bonus, 3 titles in a row here. Got to have all 3 to get the points. 2 points if you get them, though. The third in a film series about a team of mutants and a group of young boys find a dead body, and Jim Carrey fight for the affection of Renee Zellweger. X-Men: The Last Stand by Me, Myself, and Irene. So X-Men: The Last Stand was the third in the film about the X-Men. Stand by Me, boys find a dead body. And Me, Myself, and Irene is a movie with Jim Carrey and Renee Zellweger. Let me know if you need any of those answers repeated. I can do that for you. John says perfect round for him. Excuse me. Perfect round for John. Nice job. Thank you again to anybody sent in tips or who is still sending. I know sometimes people send at the end of the night. So thank you for those. The info there right above my head. Venmo is at Jimthy. PayPal, pointing the wrong way, jimthy@gmail.com. Thank you, Trish. Also with a perfect round. Couple of perfect rounds this round. There would have been I would have done pretty well on this round. Would have been a couple that I think if somebody was asking me these without knowing them, I would have struggled on. Like I said, Jungle to Jungle, the Martin Lawrence. The minute the answer was given, I would have known it, but I might have struggled to remember Big Mama's House. All right, we are going to head into the confidence round, find out who gets on the wheel of prizes tonight for the major award that we are giving away this evening. All right. So how this works, let me get that banner up, actually. I've got it here somewhere, I swear. It's here. There it is. 10 questions and only 10 questions in this round. They are about anything. You're going to rank your answers 10 to 1. 10 is the most confident, 1 is the least confident, and you can use each number just one time. 10 on one, 9 on another, 8 on another, all the way down to 1 on the one that you're just guessing on. If you have the question right, that will be the points. Your ranking points will be the number of points you get for that question. So forget the whole 1 point, 2 point thing we've been doing tonight. You're looking for those confidence points on the question. So you want to put 10 on the one that you really, really know, and 1 on the one that you're probably just guessing on, and everything in between. So if you're right, if you get a perfect confidence round, which usually doesn't happen, it's happened a few times in the 2.5 years I've been doing this, but you would get 55 total points in this round. So lots of points to make up if you've fallen behind at all and haven't had some of those perfect rounds that have gotten mentioned here earlier tonight. Again, at the end of this round, we'll do the questions just like we did before. I'll repeat them. You'll still score your own. Then at the end of that, after you scored it, you'll send me your total score for the night. We'll find out who those top 3 scores are, get them on the wheel, and find out who's winning. All right. Get rid of that banner and switch out the bottom little ticker there. And here we go with question number 1 for the confidence round. I would worry more about answering the questions. You can always rank them at the end. Number 1, Baroness, Duke, and Storm Shadow are characters from what 1980s cartoon? Baroness, Duke, and Storm Shadow are characters from what 1980s cartoon? Number 2 for the confidence round, what fruit comes in damsel and mirabelle varieties? What fruit comes in damsel and mirabelle varieties, among others, I'm sure. But it definitely comes in those 2 varieties. I personally have never seen them, I don't think. But maybe you know a lot more about fruit than I do. What fruit comes in damsel and mirabelle varieties? This is where you hope you have the produce manager from a local grocery store on your trivia team. Number 3, the title-winning character in what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky? So Winky is the dog's name in the movie. Somebody got really hung up on that last night, so I want to make that clear. Winky is the dog's name in the movie. The title-winning character of what 2000 films, I'm looking for the name of the movie, is a Norwich Terrier named Winky. Excuse me, the title-winning character of what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky. Number 4, what former athlete was Halle Berry's first husband? What former athlete was Halle Berry's first husband? What former athlete was Halle Berry's first husband? Looking for that gentleman's name. Number five for the confidence round. Number five. What movie is set in the year 2154 on the moon of Pandora? What movie is set in the year 2154 on the moon of Pandora? Number six. What U.S. president lived at Prairie Chapel Ranch? What U.S. president lived at Prairie Chapel Ranch? What U.S. president lived at Prairie Chapel Ranch? Number seven. Whose profile is featured on the Purple Heart Award? Whose profile is featured on the Purple Heart Award? Number eight. What state was Abraham Lincoln born in? Number eight. What state was Abraham Lincoln born in? Number nine. What classic rock album spent a record 741 weeks on Billboard's top 200 albums chart? What classic rock album spent a record 741 weeks on Billboard's top 200 albums chart? Over 14 years it spent on Billboard's top 200 albums chart. That is nuts. And number 10, the last question of the night in Legally Blonde. What magazine does Elle refer to as the Bible? In Legally Blonde, what magazine does Elle refer to as the Bible? All right, let me go back. And I think that'll be question number one. It is. Hey, my math works sometimes. Run through these questions for you one more time. Number one, Baroness, Duke, and Storm Shadow are characters from what 1980s cartoon? Number two, what fruit comes in damsel and mirabelle varieties? Number three, the title winning character of what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky? Number four, what former athlete was Halle Berry's first husband? Number five, what movie is set in the year 2154 on the moon of Pandora? Number six, what U.S. president lived at Prairie Chapel Ranch? Number seven, whose profile is featured on the Purple Heart Award? Number eight, what state was Abraham Lincoln born in? Number 9, what classic rock album spent a record 741 weeks at on Billboard's top 200 albums chart? And number 10, last question of the night in Legally Blonde. What magazine does Elle refer to as the Bible? All right. Remember, you're ranking those answers 10 to 1, 10 the most based on the confidence in your answer, 10 the most confident, 1 the least confident. Each number can be used just one time, 10 on one, 9 on another, 8 on another, all the way down to 1 on the one you're guessing on. Let me know in the comments if you need any repeats on any of those questions. I'll do that for you, and I'll give you a minute or a couple of minutes here to work on those rankings. Don't forget as well, last time I'll plug it tonight, I promise, but the Christmas party, throwing it for you guys next Friday night, December the 11th at 7 o'clock right here. I will still have the Thursday night game. Then we'll have the big Christmas party on Friday night. Raffles, prizes, Christmas themed trivia. We will have a ball. Come and play. Come and play. All right, let me know if you need any repeats. Number 9 for Sadie. Number 9, let me get back to that slide here, and then I'll pop it up on the screen. Number 9. What classic rock album spent a record 741 weeks on Billboard's top 200 albums chart? Angie, would I repeat? Would I okay repeat number 3? Yeah, I will okay repeat number 3. Absolutely. We'll just go backwards here. Number 3, the title-winning character of what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky? Again, I'm looking for the movie title there. The title-winning character of what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky? Other repeats y'all need. Well, let me know there in the comments. I can put those up. I was saying earlier, I think for those looking to play live here in the Kearney area, next Monday, I am at Lost Way Brewery down in Holdridge. Again, we keep things distanced. You got to wear masks when you're coming in and out, that sort of, or they prefer there isn't an ordinance in Holdridge. They prefer that you would wear a mask when you're coming in and out or moving around. So that's on Monday. On Wednesday, I'll be at McHugh's. There, you do have to wear a mask when you come in and out because it's in Kearney. That'll be on Wednesday. Thursday night, I'll be back here online, and Friday night, of course, the party. The following Sunday, a week from this Sunday, I'll be back at Steeple Brewing down in Hastings. Had to miss that one last month, unfortunately, due to me being sick with COVID. So I am glad that I'm healthy and that I will be back to Steeple on I think that's the 13th, if I remember right. It is. It's 13th. All right. Last call, about a minute to work on your rankings. So finish those up. Thank you again to anybody who sent a tip or will be sending a tip to me. You are very, very generous, and thank you for that. The Venmo and the PayPal info there above my head. So thank you in advance, or thank you for doing that here this evening or anytime over the last 37 weeks that we've been doing this Thursday night game. Crazy to think about. 37 weeks and no end in sight. Looks like at least through the end of the year. We'll see if I get that Thursday night weekly game going again somewhere, whether it's Hy-Vee or anywhere else, then we'll worry about it. All right. Let me know in the comments if you still need more time. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and go over these answers here for the confidence round, and you'll be able to total up your score then for the whole night and send me your score through a Facebook message, either personally to me personally or to the Ask a Nebraskan site there on Facebook as well. Send it through Messenger. That's an easier way. Then it all comes to the same two places. I can grab it right away and find out who those top 3 teams are. But we'll do that after we go through answers. Not seeing anybody screaming for more time. So let's get this ready and go over these answers. This was a tough confidence round this time around, I think. And last night at McHugh's, it certainly played as a tough one. So, number 1, Baroness, Duke, and Storm Shadow are characters from what 1980s cartoon? G.I. Joe. They are characters from G.I. Joe. Number 2, what fruit comes in Damsel and Mirabelle varieties? Plums. Plums. Number 3, the title-winning character of what 2000 film is a Norwich Terrier named Winky? That is Best in Show. I've never seen that movie. Heard it's kind of quirky and fun, but I've never seen it. Number 4, what former athlete was Halle Berry's first husband? Former Atlanta Brave, New York Yankee, and maybe other things. David Justice was her first husband. David Justice. Number 5, what movie is set in the year 2154 on the moon of Pandora? Avatar. Avatar. Number 6, what U.S. president lived at Prairie Chapel Ranch? George W. Bush. George W. Bush. Number 7, whose profile is featured on the Purple Heart Award? That is our first president, George Washington. George Washington. And filling out 3 questions about presidents in a row, which was totally unintentional. Number 8, what state was Abraham Lincoln born in? It was not Illinois. Some of you might have had Illinois. It's not Illinois that he was born in. He was born in Kentucky. Born in Kentucky. Grew up in Illinois, but born in Kentucky. Number 9, what classic rock album spent a record 741 weeks on Billboard's top 200 albums chart? It was Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Dark Side of the Moon. 14 years on the top 200 albums chart. Insane. Insane. And number 10, in Legally Blonde, what magazine does Elle refer to as the Bible? Cosmopolitan, or if you had Cosmo, that would work as well. Cosmopolitan or Cosmo would be the answer there. All right. So you are going to add up all your points. Remember, add up your confidence points for round number 5. Add them to your first 4 rounds, and you're going to send me a score through Facebook Messenger, either to the Ask a Nebraskan Trivia page or to me personally. Either one works. And I will be looking here for those. And I'll be looking for the top 3 scores. And those top 3 scores will end up on the wheel. And we'll get that a spin here in just a little bit. And find out who is winning the Christmas Story Major Award Cup here this evening for winning tonight's game. So go ahead and start sending those scores when you're ready. I'll leave the stream obviously up here so that you guys will know when I'm back. I'll still be sitting here, but it's just hard. I don't see your comments as often when I'm in the other tabs looking at scores and things. So all right. First score of the night that came in, you would have walked away with it at McHugh's last night. And it wouldn't have been close. All right. Scores coming flying in. Let's put in the sheet here. Good scores tonight. Like I said, some of y'all would have owned last night. Here we go. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sending those in. Looking for our top 3 scores this evening. There's going to be some good scores that don't make it tonight. It's crazy. All right. Last call if you haven't sent in your scores yet. Thank you for the tips. I think I have got the top 3 scores. Just want to make sure I don't miss anybody, though. All right. One more. That made a difference. All right. All right. I think I got everybody's score in, and kind of judging from who was commenting earlier, I think I've got scores in as well. So I think we have our top 3 teams. Our top 3 teams tonight going on the wheel. I got to get their names on the wheel here. Hang on one second. All scored at least 90 points tonight, which is just nutso that we have that many high scores. You all would have just run over the competition last night at McHugh's. I think 76 was like the winning score, something like that last night. So pretty crazy. The top 3 scores, though, 90 points for Zuma Friend, 93 for Crazy Nurses, and 96 for Keeping Up with the Joneses. So nice job. Let me get the wheel up here. We'll give it a spin, and we will see who is winning the Christmas Story Cup here. We'll shuffle those names up. So you move around on the wheel where you are on the wheel. Nobody knows. And we'll give it a spin. And let's see what happens here. You can't see the top of the wheel because of the, oh, this is close. Looks like Zuma Friend, you are the winners tonight. So you win that cup. I'll be in touch with you. We'll set up a time. Maybe if you're around this weekend, like I said, I'm going into town on Saturday, so maybe we'll make that happen. Melissa says she's just glad she got 77 playing by herself. That is an awesome score. You'd have won at the live night last night, Melissa. So that is awesome. Good job. And you missed some around 1 too, if I remember right, Melissa. So thanks, everybody. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy, stay all of that good stuff. And we will see you back here next week. Remember, games both Thursday and Friday with the Christmas party next week right here online. I hope you'll be back to join us. We will talk soon. Have a great night. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.